What's up all you action figure loving dudes and dudettes, ToyShiz here, and I'm back yet again to give you guys another top five, my most favorite toys, whatever I'm calling the show at this point, top 5 favorite action figures for the month of June 2020, the year that just will not end, but we have seen a ton of great product, lots of action figures, a lot of great action figures, every single company killing it in some way. There's just too much good stuff, and I've said it before. We had a look at a lot of old toys. This is one of my favorites for the month, the old Marvel projectors. A lot of new toys, a lot of great stuff, like I said, but it's important to keep that balance. See the old stuff to appreciate the new stuff. See how far we've come in every single aspect, paint, articulation, sculpt, what have you. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. These are my top 5 favorite action figures for the month of June 2020. And first up on our list, we go to the Hasbro Marvel Legends with their recent, we'll say, this is the one I found. I found it in the month of June. This is the WALGREENS exclusive Ironman 2020 action figure. A really nice reuse of a previous figure, but done in a way where it's barely recognizable to a certain extent, and I like it. I absolutely love the effects that comes with this guy. You can see that they're ushering in new effects, finally, while still having some older ones, but you don't have to use the certain boot blasters for the arm blaster, you know what I mean? So they're finally giving us new accessories, and I'm very happy about it because you get him in all kinds of crazy poses, and I like this. I like seeing that you can get him skyward, and it looks cool. He looks menacing. The eyes are painted in that very much 1980s comic book style from which he hails from, and you can use the other effects for older Marvel Legends figures. Even put him on the stand that comes with the Black Widow, so a very fun action figure, very cool exclusive. I'll give him this. It's one you don't have to pick up if you don't know who he is, but once you find out, he's actually a very cool character, and I highly recommend him. Now, number 4 on my list actually goes to the new Ghostbusters Plasma series. And in my video on this line, I had said this is kind of the introductory, never had a Ghostbuster figure. The Plasma series is the perfect wave for you. But in singling out Egon Spengler, I think they absolutely nailed not only the character, but also the actor. Harold Ramis, his face is just there. I really like the way they did the glasses, from his PKE meter to the removable proton pack. He's just an overall complete package. Would have loved to have had a proton stream, but that's just the way it goes. Out of all the Ghostbusters and the other 2 figures, he just hits that sweet spot. Very just takes you back to 1980s. You hear all the lines of dialogue. He's a great figure to have. At the number 3 spot, we're actually getting some new DC Multiverse from Mcfarlane Toys. And this is one I've been waiting for quite some time after seeing him on display. This is the Azrael figure from their Curse of the White Knight action figure line. There's 3 in the wave. Of course, you have Jack Napier and Batman. But Azrael is just a phenomenal figure. The sculpt, the paint, the flaming sword, all of the figures in these wave of 3 will say this. They scale well together. They're listening to fans. They nailed it. He's a gorgeous figure. Highly recommend him. He's just a standout on your shelf and one of the best multiverse figures they've done as of yet. And we're fairly new into the series. But number 2, of course, is going to go to the White Knight Batman. Another one in this DC Multiverse line. This is my new favorite Batman. They have captured the look of the comic book, Sean Gordon Murphy's artwork, spectacularly. They have fit in those little accentuated marks that he does with his artwork. The accessories are fantastic, very reminiscent of Batman the Animated Series. He even has a separate bat grapple, both of which can fit on his belt, which I do love me some accessories, some weapon storage on the figure, and who better to have it than Batman? I will say this particular one, this accessory is a little wonky. He does scale beautifully. They're listening to fans. They came through on their word. Sit him on top of the Bat Raptor, looking all heroic. This is a knockout Batman figure. Just all around, highly, highly recommend him. And you can look for him on store shelves, specifically Target, right now. Which, of course, leaves us to the number 1 spot. Now, I don't particularly like doing this, but you can't have one without the other. And of course, I'm talking about Diamond Select's Jay and Silent Bob action figures from the recent Jay and Silent Bob rebooted Movie. I have grown up watching Kevin Smith's movies. Always a fun romp, so just filled to the brim with pop culture references, and these action figures are no different. It's what you would expect from Jay and Silent Bob. Each one comes with an action figure of themselves. Silent Bob's got a Moobies cup, extra hands, cell phone. Jay comes with some weird, mysterious smelling plant. But you see what I mean? It really hits home these characters. The fun of this movie, I actually found myself, I really liked this movie. It was very nostalgic. It took me back to all the other movies, all the characters, everybody returned. So I do recommend the movie as well. But as you can see, you can fit them with all the different pop culture icon action figures on your collector's shelf. They go with everything. They're fun. It makes for some really funny photography in some sense. You can just see all the characters interacting with them. That's the beauty of Jay and Silent Bob. Also, you were the bomb in Phantoms, Affleck. Just saying. But imagine them standing in a line for Comic-Con. You have all your action figures. This is what really makes it for me. They are beautifully sculpted. I love the accessories. Highly, highly recommend the Diamond Select Jay and Silent Bob rebooted action figures, which then completes the top 5 picks. Little extra one thrown in there with Jay and Silent Bob, but the top 5 essentially for June 2020. But I'm curious to know what you guys think. Are any of these on your list? Have you gotten any for this month? And what are you looking forward to? Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything action figures, and I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, no Comic-Con is on a hiatus for this year, and you're still going out to stores. I just want to say, please be careful out there. Wear your mask, protect yourself, protect others. Just be safe. And I'm really looking forward to next month's top 5. And when we do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.